former ESPN president John Skipper letting you know there is nothing legally binding the NBA and their television partners to renegotiate the WNBA's portion of the TV deal. But in today's media landscape, make no mistake about it, there might be pressure on the public relations side, especially with the aura around the WNBA players just being so outspoken. Because when you get to the nitty gritty of this deal that starts in 2026, that good faith, that quote unquote good faith renegotiations will only happen all the way in 2028. So the television partners will be eating pretty good off the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese tree if it goes as expected with the boost. And in a way, that should provide enough proof of concept that, okay, we could possibly give them much more. This is how much we're making, and this is our new offer. Who knows? But again, on the business side, there's nothing really holding the NBA as well as their television partners to restructure that deal.
Very idea, that faith in this world.
That it's a headline makes me laugh.
David Sampson, John Skipper, two very different types of lawyers.
But it is what it is. It looks like the NBA kind of put like a nice little PR bow tie on that contract to make it look good in case they received any backlash that the WNBA is only getting $2 billion out of that 76. But on the business side, there's nothing that's really going to contractually obligate them to renegotiate that deal, no matter who it's advantageous to. But I tell you what, the WNBA at times, the aura around that league is very adversary to the NBA, even though the NBA is supporting them. Still, in a way, with the influx of cash, these are good problems to have.
Because there is this clause that I want to cite to The Athletic that, quote, there is an agreement between the league, the WNBA, and the media partners to revisit the rights deals with good faith talks after 3 years that could replace them to reflect the league's growth, end quote. And so, John, what does that sentence indicate to you?
What I think it means to me is that the WNBA, on the trajectory they're on, we're hoping to get paid for a continuation of that trajectory with more money, and that the partners decided there was a limit to how much they were willing to pay, but said, you know what, if it blows up the way it's blowing up and it's going up 100% every year for the next 3 years, we will have a good faith discussion about what that might mean for our rights payment.
There is no greater legal eyewash than the two words good faith.
Hard to disagree. It often makes people feel good to get it in a deal, but your lawyer will always tell you, won't they, that it actually means nothing.
It mostly means bad faith is what it actually mostly means.
Unless it's said with a drawl, in which case you're like, oh, this faith does sound pretty great.
Comes with tonic.
Now, I have to say, in the contracts that I had good faith things written into, they have sometimes been cited and sometimes been used. But they if you go to court, it'll have no legal bearing.